What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mind Something. If you're new here, my name is Jake. In today's video, we got an action-packed episode. We're going to talk about Hero Miners' backup on Flux. We got Bzminer 12.1.1. We got ViperNet. Are they coming out with a new pool? We got some Ledger scalability issues. And we got an article from Cointelegraph asking, is GPU mining profitable again? And then, of course, we're going to talk about Caspa. And lastly, I got a giveaway for you guys, so stay tuned until the end, and we'll cover that. But before we do me a favor, hit that like and hit the subscribe. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So, a couple of days ago, I posted a video, and I don't know if anybody else noticed, but it looked like the website, I don't know if the pool itself was down, but Hero Miner's Flux pool had no information to be found whatsoever. But it is back up, so if any of you guys were struggling out there, having issues checking your stats on the pool or the website, it is back up and running. And then we got Bzminer version 12.1.1. So it looks like they fixed the nice hash pool connection for Caspa, fixed lock clock going to idle on memory lock, fixed radiant dual mining. Let's see what else we got here. We got fixed radiant on RX 580 cards, fixed radiant duplicate shares, added test ZIL option, ZIL DAG reset, overclock not using overclock delay option, fixed ZIL window clock for shard pool, added pool ID to pool configs in the config text, fixed help and H, added K1 pool ZIL for force algo 2. This will create ZIL connection automatically to K1 pool using first algo wallet, added Discord webhooks. And just a heads up, I was reading this after he posted. It looks like they were asking, can you talk about this new K1 pool option? So K1 pool talked to me and asked me to do this. So basically the idea is that you're mining your main algo on K1 pool, then all you have to do to get ZIL running with that algo is add force algo 2 and then K1 pools, or K1 pool ZIL. And automatically you'll start mining ZIL with your main algo to K1 pool. It's basically like a shortcut to add ZIL algo, but it will only work if your main algo is to K1 pool or any algo that they support. So essentially, yes, you have to be mining your main algo to their pool. So let's talk about this article from Cointelegraph talking about Ledger hardware wallets hit by the FTX earthquake. CTO. Hardware-based cryptocurrency wallet provider Ledger has experienced some issues due to massive outflows from crypto exchanges amid the FTX bloodbath, according to its chief technology officer. Ledger saw a massive usage of their platform and suffered a few scalability challenges on November 9th, Ledger chief technology officer Charles Guillemette reported in a statement on Twitter. He reasoned Ledger's issue by the outcome of the ongoing crisis of a major global cryptocurrency exchange, FTX. The chief technology officer said that crypto investors have been increasingly offloading their holdings from crypto exchanges to Ledger, stating, after the FTX earthquake, there's a massive outflow from exchanges to Ledger, security, and self-sovereignty solutions. According to Guillemette, Ledger should have resolved the outages as of 5:30 a.m. UTC. Ledger first reported the wallet issues on November 9th around 11 p.m. UTC, officially announcing that its hardware wallet interface application Ledger Live was experiencing downgraded server performance. Specific issues may vary, including connecting to My Ledger tab and performing a genuine check, Ledger said in a tweet, adding that the client's assets were safe. The hard wallet company subsequently took to Twitter to announce that it fixed the server outage about 1 hour after detecting the issue. Our server outage has been resolved and all systems are operational, Ledger said, adding that their server outage was resolved and all systems were operational. Previously, Ledger support also announced that it also temporarily paused FTX and FTX.US swaps on Ledger Live. Ledger launched their swap integration with FTX in July of 2022. According to Ledger's Twitter thread, the outages caused some users to be unable to send any transactions using the Ledger Live, including withdrawals. The crypto community was quick to react to the issues despite many staying confident about Ledger's operations amid the larger market issues. Some industry observers criticized Ledger for choosing the wrong wording to communicate with their customers amid the ongoing issues at FTX. People apparently got triggered by Ledger's wording, "assets are safe," as FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried made a similar statement on Twitter November 7th, only to delete it a day after. "FTX is fine, assets are fine," Bankman-Fried declared in his tweet, just hours before the exchange stopped all crypto withdrawals after becoming unable to process such transactions. The recent issues on Ledger Live came as Ledger saw one of its highest traffic days ever, Ledger's chief technology officer told Cointelegraph. "Traffic has increased significantly over time, even without major industry events," he noted, adding that the Ledger also previously saw plenty of traffic spikes after Celsius bankruptcy, the Solana hack, as well as the FTX bank run. Gilliman also said that Ledger Live had an unusual load on the device manager service, which is likely to be attributed to users updating their device for the first time in a while or using brand new device for the first time. "It was quickly resolved and the team is already working on improving automatic detection and restoration," he added. So, yeah, I would imagine that every hardware wallet out there is experiencing a mass inflow and high traffic usage at the moment, and that may continue for some time. So I don't like the fact that they're having scalability issues, and it just means that there needs to be more development, right? So, I'm an advocate to not have any of your crypto on an exchange. We should all be self-custodying. We should all have personal responsibility and learn these little things. I shouldn't say little things. These are big things, but very important that you learn to custody your own crypto. And I'll continue to talk about this subject for quite some time. I don't want this to be a flash in the pan, and I may be covering some additional hardware wallets here in the near future. I've had a few companies reach out to me, and I'm going to do my due diligence and make sure that I partner with the correct ones to get that information to you guys. So let's move on to the next article from Cointelegraph, asking if GPU mining profitability after the merge is a thing. And I'm not going to read this entire article to you guys, but I just thought it was kind of funny that they are bringing this up now. And I had previously asked you guys when you thought GPU mining would be profitable again. I'm just going to pull up my page here so that you can see if I can. Oh, my screen recording software is right in the way of where I need to select. But let's see if I can pull up my own page without having to get to this area over here. Bear with me. Almost there. Community. There we go. When will GPU mining be profitable again at 10 cents per kilowatt hour? 30% of you voted for January of 2023, and it didn't have an option prior to January 2023. And then we got 25% for August 2023, 27% of you thought 2024, and 17% of you said never again. But what do you know? We are profitable again at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, this is using my exact, well, not maybe my exact, but what my previous farm was sitting at as far as efficiency is concerned. And Caspa was netting $2.27 as of current values. If we change this to the last 24 hours, then we're looking at a little bit more, $2.54. And if you're paying less than 10 cents per kilowatt hour, let's say for instance 7 cents per kilowatt hour, you'd be making $4.26 in profit a day with a farm my size. So this has been consistent for the past, I don't know, maybe 3 days or so. And in the past, it's been profitable several times over the course of the last 2 months. And for those of you out there who have been watching this channel, you know that I've been talking about Caspa for over 2 months, and I've been showing you overclocks, and we've been covering locked core clock with core offset, locked memory, all these little tips to get as efficient as you possibly can on Caspa. And some of the others out there covering Caspa are just now getting around to some of this stuff. So, you know, if you had been mining this whenever we started talking about it all the way through this, there's been times where it showed to be unprofitable. But of course, here we are now, and Caspa is pumping like crazy. It is currently up 35% for the day at 0.006471 cents. And we have moved all the way up to number 237 in market cap, which is just phenomenal. And can you imagine if this continues to happen and Caspa gets into, let's say, the top 50 within the next few months? It stands a really good chance of doing so. And that is going to draw a lot of attention to Caspa. And I think it could snowball from there. Not financial advice. But yeah, I've been on this, and if you've been on this channel, hopefully you've been on it too. And taking a look at the current difficulty, we are getting close again to our all-time high set back in late September. And I think that we have passed the all-time high as far as network hash rate is concerned. Earlier today, I saw it got up to 280 terahash. Let's refresh this page. Yeah, we're still sitting at about 262. But one thing that I would like to see is another pool come in here. The only North American pools that we have that I'm aware of is Woolly Pulley and Raptor Hash. And Raptor Hash, the block height seems to always be inconsistent. The hash rate comes in and out here. I personally haven't used Raptor Hash, but I would love to see another North American pool. I haven't checked to see if caspapool.org is, but we need more pools on Caspa. Look at the amount of hash rate that's sitting on Woolly Pulley. This has got to get changed. And I don't feel good about sitting on Woolly Pulley, but I don't have much of a choice. So I've talked to a couple of other people that run pools, and I'm begging and pleading with them, but apparently it's not the easiest thing to do to set up a pool on Caspa. So if you can figure it out, then you run a really good chance of getting a lot of the market share here when it comes to mining pools on Caspa. Anyways, moving on to Caspa overclocks, there's a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. So right now I'm sitting at about 1800 watts and at about 11.58 gigahash on Caspa. And I discovered a bug that I hope none of you have run into yet, but I want to warn you in case this does happen to you. Before we get into that, let me just show you what the cards are currently doing. So these are all 3070 Ti's, all founder editions, using anywhere from 63 watts all the way up to 73 or 70 watts at about 465 megahash. And if we take a look at efficiency, that's bringing us in at anywhere from 6.65 all the way up to 7.89 megahash per watt, which is really good. I think Red Panda's video about efficiency on Caspa, I think he had one particular card that got up to like 8 megahash per watt, which is outstanding. I did have somebody else also leave a comment about a week ago. Let's see here. They said, LOL Miner is better than Bzminer. Please use LOL Miner parameters, and they give lock memory clock, core clock locked at 1350, and offset at 400 on a 3080. And he's saying that he's getting 8 megahash per watt basically, which is really close and in line with what we're getting on most of the cards. And I've got just about every 3000 series you can have, with the exception of a 3090 and a 3090 Ti, I think. Let's take a look at Naboo. So this is 3070s and 3080s, and we're coming in at about 733 megahash on a 3080 at about 115 watts, and 419 megahash at about 59 watts on a 3070. And then we've got, this rig has 3060 Ti's, 3070s, 3080 Ti, a 3080, a 3070, and a 3070 Ti. And I'll just let you take a look at our megahash per watt here. And the trick, or excuse me, the bug that I found, which could be very detrimental for you, I discovered whenever I was trying to turn down my fans on the rig sitting next to me so that you guys didn't have to listen to it. However, I did want to show you all my overclocks on this particular rig, and how I discovered this was an accident. So normally my fans sit at 80%, and I went in here and I changed this from 80 to 60%. I wanted the fans to be as quiet as possible while making this video, and I noticed all of a sudden all of my GPUs started hitting the power limits that were set over here. And I think what's going on is, even though in my flight sheet I have all of these overclocks set up in the flight sheet here, so we got extra arguments. And by the way, if you guys haven't watched the video on how to do this, setting a locked memory with the core offset and a locked core clock, this is how you do it in Bzminer. It's a little bit different on LOL Miner, and I will definitely test LOL Miner and show you those results. But so we don't have any fan settings here in the extra arguments, but these basically stay locked until the rig is rebooted. However, if you change your overclocks here, you are going to lose what you have in there, and it's going to default to these overclocks. Now, I don't know if it's something specific to Bzminer or if it's specific to Hive, but from my understanding, I think it is specific to Hive. So just a heads up, make sure you set your power limits and go ahead and set your core to a comfortable level here. And I would recommend actually go ahead and changing your memory to negative 2000 or however low you can go, just in case these get lost or your extra argument configs get lost. So anyways, going back to overclocks on 3000 series, I do have a spreadsheet that I will share with you guys again, but this was all of my Radiant overclocks, and I was just testing the core offset with locked core and locked memory. And I'm just going to kind of scroll through this. So you got 3080s through 3060 Ti's, and shout out to my boy Adam out in Colorado. He went ahead and added some 3090 settings here as well. And as you can see, the highlighted green ones are the most efficient settings for that particular GPU on Radiant. Now, it is very, very, very similar to Caspa, and I believe you can use these to get the most efficient settings out of your cards on Caspa as well. However, they might be slightly different, so you want to go in there and kind of play with it. Of course, it's Silicon Lottery, so definitely do your own adjustments in there, but this should get you started. And then lastly, I wanted to tell you guys that we are getting close to 100,000 views. We're at about 1,300 subscribers at this point, getting very close to the 4,000 watch time hours required for monetizing the channel. And as a thank you, I would like to do a giveaway. So in order to qualify for the giveaway, there's a couple of things that I need you to do. One, if you'll come and join the Discord, there is a giveaway and contest channel down here. if you will, after you join the server, of course, if you will post either a screenshot or a link to you sharing a video or the channel anywhere, doesn't matter if it's Twitter, if it's Reddit, if it's Facebook, it doesn't matter where it is. Just take a screenshot of it or copy the link and paste it in here, as well as your wallet address. And I think I would like to do a Caspa Hashrate giveaway. So first place is going to get 48 hours of my farm's hash rate to your wallet address. And then second place is going to get 24 hours. And in third place, we may do some type of consolation prize. Haven't decided what that is yet. Maybe it's a few hours of hash rate. Maybe it's just one specific rig. But also, in order to qualify for this, not only can you paste a picture or a link of you sharing a video or the channel, but if you hit the notification bell to notify you guys whenever I post a video, you can also post a picture of that, and that will qualify you as well. And that really helps out the channel. And again, thank you guys. Really appreciate this, man. You guys are awesome. You're the reason that I make these videos, and I'm going to be here all the way through this bear market, the next bull run, and we're going to cover everything that we possibly can to keep you guys up to date. So that being said, I'm out. Have a good one.